Hello, my name is Matthew, and I found a very exciting package in the mailbox this morning. And I'd like to give a little bit of backstory before I open this very exciting package. And so, I've had my YouTube channel now for about 5 years. I've been making videos fairly consistently, and my little channel has grown and gotten a little bit bigger. I'm at maybe 7,000 subscribers. Thank you. And videos that have lots of views, thousands of views. And for my reading life, for maybe the past 20 years of reading pretty much every day, like most people, when you're excited about something and there's a new release, if it's a book or a movie or an album or whatever, there's always that feeling of anticipation and thinking like, man, I wish I could have it now. And you have to wait and wait and wait, and then finally the day arrives. And as I've been making videos and having that feeling, there was a moment where I started thinking that I have a legitimate case or an argument to reach out to somebody and say, I have a little YouTube channel. Can I please have an advanced copy of the book? I'd like to read it and maybe talk about it. And I have done a few things like that. I want to show some books. So Duck's Newbury Port. This was a book that I was very excited when this was coming out. This was maybe 2019. And I had my channel at that time, and I thought, man, I really wish I could read this book so I could talk about it on the day of its release. And I did something that I thought was rather clever. I went to Amazon UK because this book was published first in the UK, and it took weeks or maybe a couple months before it was released in America. And so I ordered the UK edition, and this came, and it was sort of like an advanced copy. And I was able to read it and have a video for its American publication date. And then last year, there was that new translation of the Brothers Karamazov by Dostoevsky, and I reached out to a fellow YouTuber and asked, how can I get a copy of this? I've made several Dostoevsky videos, and I have my channel and views and an argument that I can make that maybe I could be someone to have an advanced copy. And the generous benefactor sent me an advanced copy, and it was exhilarating. This was my favorite book as an object, as a thing, as a story from last year. And so I often think about advantages that maybe from the videos that I've made, I could get something like that. But how do you do it? And I don't really know. And of course, I only want the advanced copies of the books I already want to read, which are typically books that are already going to be selling well. I don't necessarily want to be getting books in the mail every day. I live in a tiny house. I don't have a certain amount of space. Sort of a hypothetical problem, but in any event, about a month ago, and I should say, I actually maybe 2 times in the course of the past 5 years, authors have reached out to me and said, I enjoy your channel, something like that. Can I send you a book or a few books for your consideration? So that has happened. I think twice, and they were both independently published authors. And I looked at them, and they were not something that I could read. And as a result, especially with an independent author, I'm not going to making a video saying that their books are terrible. or that I wouldn't even finish them. That's just sort of a bad pool. And I don't like making negative videos anyway. But in any event, about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I got an email, and it was somebody asking if they could send me one of their books for me to read. And it was a very, very nice, professional email. And as I was reading it and thinking, okay, I've seen this before, the person, and his name is Revan Fenton. Revan Fenton is a published, a working journalist. He's a long-time writer for the New York Post. I looked his name up, and he has credits as a professional writer. And he wrote a debut novel, which is being published by a major publishing house. And I thought this was the coolest thing. I wrote back and just said yes, I'd be happy to take a look at your book. And he wrote back and said, well, I'll have my publisher send you the book. So cool. So it feels like a little something. This is the first time, instead of me thinking, well, how do I get in contact with a publisher? Now, a publisher, an author, a professional writer, is having the publisher send the book to me. And so it's funny. I live on kind of like a big field. I have a long driveway. The mailbox is on the other side of the road, on a sleepy little farm road. And I really only check the mailbox once a week, as a routine. If I get a notification that there's something that I had ordered and it has arrived, then of course I'll go to the mailbox. But now for the past 3 weeks, every single day I'm opening up the mailbox. There's nothing in it. I close the mailbox and then go on my way. And each day I'm just thinking about opening up the mailbox and seeing the package. And it must have arrived yesterday, but I had a long day at work yesterday. So this morning, I'm going into work later today. This morning, I trooped up the driveway, and this arrived. And I'm just so thrilled. I'm about to open it, but to think like this is a professional writer with a professional product and a publisher sending me something. I work in retail. I go to a store at a cash register or the customer service counter. Customers are asking for the manager, and I have to call the manager. And here I am getting something like this. And it's so cool. It says it's delivered to Mayberry Book Club and Matthew, the neatest thing. So I'm going to open this on camera, and then we can look at it and talk about it together. God. Okay, I got it open. So neat. Central Avenue. That's so awesome. Okay. The publishing house, by the way, is Simon and Schuster. Simon and Schuster sent me a book. The book is called Goyhood, a novel by Revan Fenton. I'll show you this. And it says right there, advanced reader copy. And it comes out, I wrote it down, Tuesday, May 28th. And it's going to be a $28 hardcover. And look at that beautiful cover. I love the cover. Goyhood. So it's a pun. A goy is like a Gentile or non-Jew. There's a little yarmulke on the G. And we already have blurbs. There's a blurb by Joshua Cohen, who is a Pulitzer Prize winning author. Several other blurbs. Let's see. I'll read the description. Uh, when Mayor when Mayor Belkin fled small-town Georgia for Brooklyn nearly 30 years ago, he thought he'd left his wasted youth behind. Now he's a Talmud scholar married into one of the greatest rabbinical families in the world, a dirt-poor country boy reinvented in the image of God. But his mother's untimely death brings a shocking revelation. Mayer and his ne'er-do-well twin brother David aren't in fact Jewish. Okay. Traumatized and spiritually bereft, Mayer's only recourse is to convert to Judaism. Okay, so why to buy? It's hilarious and touching. Blurbs from a dozen Pulitzer Prize winning New York Times best-selling and well-known authors. Very, very cool. We have a picture of the author. There's Revan Fenton. And right now, what's this? Okay. Right now, I'm reading Dr. Faustus by Thomas Mann. I'm really almost finished. I'll finish it probably tomorrow on my day off. And I might make a video talking about it. Let me know if you want me to talk about it. And then I'll probably start reading this next. And if I like it, or if I have things to say, I'll make a video about it. But it's just the neatest thing. A publisher, a fancy publisher, sent me this book. Now I'm gonna get ready to go to work, and someone will ask to talk to the manager. Okay. And let's see how long it is. Pictures. 275 pages. So looks like lots of dialogue, a bunch of chapters. So we'll see. Goyhood by Revan Fenton. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I just wanted to share that with you and open it up on camera and talk about it a little bit. I am obviously very excited. So I would say let me know if you've read it. So thank you for watching. Please leave a comment if you would like. Thank you, Revan. Thank you, Simon and Schuster. Thank you, and take care. Bye.